Hi there, my name is Christina with 4Link Marketing. I reached out to your office the other day about providing a video on some suggestions on how you can improve your online presence. I did a little bit of research, so I'm just going to go ahead and dive right in. Now, as we know, any consumer, if they're looking for a product or a service, they go to Google and they type in a keyword within the search bar there. And for example, your future consumer is going to be typing in concrete leveling Mechanicsburg, right? And whenever we see a location at the end of that, that's what we call a buyer intent keyword. That tells us that that is a local consumer looking for a local business to get service done right away. So they have that higher buyer intent. And just based off of convenience, they're going to be contacting these three companies first because they are the most visible. They're in that top three spot. And if they see you, they typically won't look any further for a company because they need the service done right away and they call whoever's convenient. And essentially, these companies here do get the most clicks and essentially, of course, converting to new leads. And this position right here in the top position, of course, they get the highest percentage of customer outreach. Really important to be listed here with this is what we call the Google Map Pack. This is the most important part within the Google search result. Now, let me just check here to see where you guys. Okay, so you're not too far from the top three spot there. Some suggestions on things you can do to improve your ranking would be to responding to reviews, so just commenting them, thanking them, create or add, I'm sorry, excuse me, a business description. So Google likes to see 750 characters. Make sure you have some keywords in there like concrete lifting or concrete leveling within it, and do weekly posts where you're adding photos of projects or branded photos and make sure that they're geotagged to the area. And you also want to add photos that are geotagged to the other service areas such as York, excuse me, and Lancaster, because that'll really help broaden your customer outreach so that you're able to get in that Google Map Pack for those areas well because they are higher populated areas, right? So just some suggestions there. And something that we do for our clients is what's called citations. So that's essentially, so citation is your, like your address, your phone number, your website URL, your business email address. That is a citation for your business. And we really give that information out to as many directories as possible, such as like York, or York, Yelp, Yellow Pages, Super Pages, for example, and it's like a popularity contest, really. The more that Google sees your citation listed within the directories, the more popular they see you and the higher they rank you. And the more citations you have outlisted than your competitors, the more popular you are to them, and then Google essentially outranks them. So that's something that we do for our clients. If that's something that you're interested in that we can help you with, I'd be more than happy to answer any questions you may have. But again, really important to be listed here to really get new leads coming in every month. Now, this section right here, this is what we call organic listings. Now, these are websites that have the keyword that we're searching for. So essentially, Google indexes your website for the keyword, as you see here, that's bolded, that we're searching for. So Google kind of sees these websites as like preferred websites, right? And of course, you're listed in the top position there. So that is ideal. That's perfect there. You definitely want to be listed on the first page because 98% of consumers do not go past the first page when looking for a company to contact. So really great that you are in the top position there because essentially you do get the most visibility for being in the organic. So that's great that you are there. Now I do notice that whenever I looked at like concrete lifting for York or concrete contractors for York, you did not come up within the Google Map Pack or the organics, but I think within lifting you did for York. You're just kind of in like the bottom section. Let me see here. Yep, there you are right there. So same things that I mentioned about some suggestions on how to improve that ranking would be the same thing for that area as well, because that is a higher traffic volume buyer intent keyword, and I'll show you what I mean by that here in a little bit. Now, looking at your website, I think your website overall is great. I mean, the layout is perfect. You have great photos. You have your click to call right here for consumers that are on a mobile device. They can call you right away. and you have some videos on there, which are great, and your reviews. I mean, like I said, overall, you have a really great website. The only thing I would suggest would be to get more content on there and get keywords on there that are higher traffic volume, such as concrete contractors, Harrisburg, PA, or concrete contractors, York, PA. Or even like the leveling and the lifting, if you want to add those within the service pages, I would do that and make sure you have a good amount of content as well. And also concrete repair was a higher traffic volume keyword. And also to your back pages for your service areas, make sure you have that requirement of the content of 1,500 to 2,000 words, and also have keywords like I was just mentioning within those as well. And that'll really help broaden your customer outreach so you're able to get indexed for those other services and service areas. And again, really helps you get within more of the search results, right? Get more visibility. Now, let me show you here what I meant by keywords and traffic volume, right, for certain keywords. But this right here, this is like the behind the scenes of your website. This is a paid program. I pay for every month. It helps me with my website audits and my research. And this gives me like an idea of how your website is working for you. Because ideally, that's what we want our websites to do, right? We want to gain more visibility, get more leads coming in. We really want our website to work for us. And also your Google My Business or your Google Business profile as well. Now, as you can see here, this is your trust factor with Google, and these are both on a scale of 100. This is your power rating. So we would definitely want to kind of get these numbers kind of beefed up within the 20 to 30 range so that you're able to come up more so within the search results. And how we do that is we really focus on this area right here. These are essentially shout outs from other directories, blogs, and websites, so outside resources. Some are more spammy than others. Some are more authoritative. For our clients, we really focus on the ones that are more authoritative because that really helps bring power to your site, if that makes sense. Now let's take a look here at what keywords you have going on your site. Now, like I said about how some are higher traffic volume, like you see right here, near me. That's even considered a buyer intent keyword. And look at the search volume there. You guys are in the 22nd position. We'd really want to get you within the top 3 position so you can get a big chunk of that, those new leads coming in for that search volume there. And as you can see here, about 50 people each searching for those buyer intent keywords. You're in the top position for Clarksburg. And ideally for these two, we definitely want to get you in the top 3 positions. So again, get you some of those leads coming in for that search volume. Okay. And then near me, that's another one. Contractors near me. That's a good one. Concrete contractors, Harrisburg. That's a pretty good high volume keyword right there. We'd want to definitely get you guys kind of bumped up more for that as well, so you can get more visibility. Now let me show you here. Now this is a competitor of yours in the area. Now I know they really focus on foundation repair, basement waterproofing, but for their foundation repair, they have a concrete section of their site that's really helping them rank within the search results for concrete repair. They're actually outranking you. Now let me show you here the power of having your website work for you. As you can see here, this is the amount of people reaching out to them every month. Now let's just say 20% of that, that's kind of like the average standard closing rate. That's new customers for them every month. Just because the amount of keywords that they have on their site and the where they're ranking. Now I said like foundation repair, we're not really looking at that. But if you do that, I definitely start adding that to your site. I'm not really sure if you do foundation repair, but that is a really high volume keyword as well. That's waterproofing there. Waterproofing. Now I did a search here for like the ones that's a concrete within their site. As you can see here, concrete leveling York. They're in the 6th position and they're actually above you guys. Okay. And like we said, there's concrete slab leveling, right? That's a pretty decent high volume buyer intent keyword. Okay, so like I said, there's other keywords and buyer intent keywords that have more traffic volume, and essentially we would kind of pinpoint which ones to have on your site, but ideally I showed you pretty much ones you can add to your site to really help you rank for those search results that had that higher volume. Okay. That would be a suggestion I would definitely recommend adding to your site. Now, this is a competitor of yours in the York area. Now, overall, their site's great. They really focus on doing like concrete, such as like driveways and stamped concrete, right? But they also do repair work as well. Now, let me show you. Actually, let me see here. Oh, sorry, going a little flip-floppy there. As you can see here, see how their ratings are pretty good with Google. They have about 41 keywords, which isn't many, but they have that high traffic keywords on there, and they get about 72 people reaching out to them every month. Now, like I said, even 20% of that, new customers for them every month. That's still a significant amount of leads coming in for them. New leads, right? New customers. Now, let me just show you here. Like I said, they don't have many, but they have ones where they're ranking pretty good, like concrete repair, York. Okay, they're in the second position. Concrete contractors. Oop, I don't know why that's there. But I believe it's 100. I don't know why it's stuck stuck there, but they're in the second position. I believe it's about 100 listed there. But Concrete York, 100. As you see, they're in the top position. Oh, okay, 200. So that's even higher. So that's something, if you do service the York area, that would definitely be a buyer intent keyword I would add to your site. Okay, so that's bringing in a lot of volume for them, which obviously is significant to getting the new leads for them every month. And I know they focus on the York area, but as you can see how they're ranking in the top position, so they're getting a big chunk of those leads, right? Um, and again, the search volume. So like stamped concrete, that's pretty good. But again, I know you don't do stamped concrete, but I'm just showing you an example, right, of the ones that really have that high volume. To get those on your site and to be able to rank within the top 3 position really helps improve your online presence and really essentially leads to new leads. So overall, I really hope that you found this video helpful. That's my main objective, is just to provide information and some suggestions on how to improve your online presence. And if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me anytime. I'd be happy to answer anything for you and get a game plan together. But ideally, I hope you're having a wonderful day, and I hope you take care. Bye-bye.